It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Tampa Bay Rays hitting coach, Brady North. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to start working in professional baseball?
I'd say it was prior to my last year playing professionally. I was helping out at my high school, Gaither High School in Tampa, Florida, and I realized that when I was done playing, I'd want to coach.
How did you know that you wanted to play professional baseball?
Grew up in a baseball family, grew up around the diamond, watched my dad coach for probably the first 15 years of my life, so I was always around, and I just wanted to emulate, all his players and just follow that passion there.
Can you talk about, of course, your college time at Jacksonville and Cumberland?
Yeah, so my time at Jacksonville was just 1 year. Played under a great staff, Terry Alexander, Talmadge Neri, two unbelievable baseball people. Still close to them today. Speak with Talmadge often. Talmadge is probably one of my closest mentors. So my time at Jacksonville was well worth it. And then transferred to Cumberland for my last year and had an unreal experience coaching under Hall of Famer Woody Hunt. We won a national championship. Got to play alongside some really good players, one of my best friends. So, again, great experience at Cumberland.
Can you talk about, of course, your professional baseball career and what that was like for you?
Yeah, short-lived, wasn't very good. I did not transfer what I was in college to professional baseball, which you see a lot, and saw the writing on the wall sooner enough and started my coaching career.
What was that transition like for you from going from being a professional baseball player to getting into coaching?
Mine was pretty seamless. I got done playing in August of 2016 and started coaching at Cumberland in 2017, and then was hired by the Rays in 2018. So it was a pretty quick one, but my time at Cumberland, I obtained my master's degree. So again, time at Cumberland was well spent, and happy that I was fortunate enough to have such a seamless transition.
What was it like going to your alma mater to coach at Cumberland?
It was a cool experience. Again, it was kind of out of the blue. Woody just called me out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, we need a hitting guy. We'll pay for your master's." So it was kind of a no-brainer for me to, build a resume as a coach while also furthering my education.
What was it like to go from being a coach to hitting and mental performance for a top level athlete?
Yeah, so my time with top level athletes in Orlando, Florida was awesome. Another one of my best friends, Rob Marcello, who's now the AAA pitching coach for the Seattle Mariners. He called me out of the blue again. Was like, "I need a hitting guy to open this facility, and I want you." And we did a lot of crazy things there to experiment and try to learn, and really a lot of self-reflection between the both of us to push the limits on our coaching abilities.
What was the feeling like whenever you got the call from the Tampa Bay Rays to be their hitting coach for the minor leagues?
A great one. It was a little bit of relief, just for some security with my family. I just had my first son that March. So when I got that call, there was some relief, but a lot of excitement. Get to work with some of the best players in the world.
What is it like to work with the Tampa Bay Rays as a minor league hitting coach?
It is a world-class organization, first class, take care of us. They're all about people. People matter with us, and especially showed throughout the pandemic and how they supported us and made sure we were all taken care of. So I am very, very fortunate to say I'm a Tampa Bay Ray.
What is a typical game day like for you on the minor league level?
Hotels in the morning, and then going to the ballpark about 2:00 in the afternoon, get ready for early work. But morning times we're normally game prepping, getting ready for that night's starter. once we had that, and then just get to the ballpark and going through it.
Can you talk about, of course, coaching the Charlotte Stone Crabs?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I was supposed to be in Port Charlotte 2020, and the pandemic hit. So we actually never got to coach as a 2020 staff of the Charlotte Stone Crabs. And now this year we are now the Bowling Green Hot Rods, still a high A affiliate, but we've just relocated where we're affiliated.
Can you talk about, of course, now being able to coach for the Bowling Green Hot Rods?
Very fun. Again, it seems like it's contagious with the Rays. Just the organization itself, GM Eric Leach, just first-class organization that care about people and make sure we're taken care of. So the experience has been amazing up here in Bowling Green. Very fortunate to have to go to work there every day. So awesome.
What is it like to work with the players on the minor league level to get them prepared for the major league level?
For me, it's always a learning experience. I mean, these guys teach me as much as I teach them, and they're really, really good. I think there's about once a day I'm reminded why I'm a coach at 30 years old and not still playing, because these guys are really, really good. So it's every day is fun. They do something amazing every day.
Of course, what is it like to see the players from Bowling Green make it up to the Tampa Bay Rays major league level?
We haven't had one from the Hot Rods yet this year, but we've had some promotions, and just to see the joy on their face and, hugging their neck after is a very, very cool experience. And it's definitely why we coach, is to see them have success, because we're only here for them. None of these coaches here are here for ourselves. We're all there for that moment. So it's very cool. Can't wait for that first one.
What are some of your favorite moments of coaching on the minor league level?
I think the day-to-day is fun. Just, you're going through it with them. You're there every day in the cage with them. You're on the field with them. You're there through the ups and the downs. I think that's one of my favorite parts about it. And then when the lights come on, at game time, it's always fun to compete. But I would say the day-to-day, being there with the players, is my favorite part.
What is a typical game day like at Bowling Green after COVID?
For me or for the team?
For you and the team.
For me, it's a daily walk by Starbucks to grab a iced coffee. And I walk to the field. We go get screened, temperature screened. You got to do a home screen at home when you wake up. So it's a little different in that aspect, that there's more things to do, but it's all well worth it because we get to play. And the players have a very similar protocol. They have a home screen they have to complete, and we get screened when we walked in again with temperature screenings and stuff.
Who are some of the teams that you play in your conference?
We've played the Rome Braves quite a bit. Gosh, you're gonna kill me with this one. Greensboro, Hickory, Asheville Tourists, Winston-Salem Dash. Right now, we're currently in Wilmington playing the Blue Rocks. So we're all over the map. But we are in the High A East-South division. So whoever's in that division.
What advice would you give somebody looking to play professional sports?
Work hard. Understand that it's more than just a base hit. There's different check marks you gotta click. So work hard, and hopefully you get in front of the right people and chase it till the game tells you it doesn't need you anymore.
What advice would you give somebody as a coach working on the college level, trying to make it into the professional level?
Reach out, network. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, whether it be a LinkedIn. If you got someone's email, just reach out and see what happens, because you never know. We all got a story like that, and it's definitely worth the risk. And maybe the risk of not getting any response, it's well worth it. So go ahead and reach out.
What advice would you give somebody on the professional level coaching?
Remember how hard this game was.
Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
Just Twitter. That's all I have is Twitter. Don't even ask me my handle name. It's probably Brady North something. I don't know. Not very active, but yeah, Twitter.
Thank you again, Brady North, for your interview, and best of luck in your future on the minor league level as a hitting coach for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Thanks, Brandon. Have a good one.
You too. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Brady North, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.